Hello, and welcome into episode 2, guys. Have you made it this far? Congratulations, you're one step closer to improving your flicks and improving just maybe your rank. Today we're going to be working on, as promised, front flips, back flips. As you can see, I obviously need to work on them myself. Actually, funny story, my back flip flick is one of my worst flicks. I don't know why, it's just one of those flicks that I can't really ever get down. Anyway, that's what we're going to be working on today. I know this might be a little easy for some of you. If it is easy, just, hey, make it more difficult for yourself. Try and delay it a little bit. Maybe try and get different variations of flicks. But as long as you're training at least, again, 10 minutes every day, you will be improving nonetheless. So to start kind of breaking this down, I'll just show you what a front flip looks like. There you go. Doesn't have to go in. This is just kind of working on the flick itself. You want to get the mechanic down before wanting to score, really. That's just kind of, I don't know. You want to get the feel for it. Don't need to worry about scoring just yet. Then we'll do a backflip flick here. See? I told you, man, I suck at these backflip flicks. Anyway, the main thing that you want to pay attention to with these flicks is the position of the ball relative to, like your nose or your butt. Either one. You can do this by looking at the little circle under the ball here. So for front flips, I like to keep my nose just touching that little line there. And that's generally when I go for the flick. Like so. It gives a good amount of power. With the back flip, you kind of want your wheels just inside that second ring there. That way you can get some good upward, backward motion on the ball. And yeah, see, I really suck at the backflips. I just need to work on them too. You can obviously have the ball a little bit further back on your booty when you're going for it. A little pro tip that I like to use is when I'm going for backflip flicks in game, I like to do a flip cancel immediately after and then start kind of reversing at the same time. So I'll show you again here. So I get into this position and then I kind of start to reverse just a little bit. Sometimes this can really catch people off guard, especially in 1v1s, especially if you're catching the ball awkwardly back to your side. Sometimes you can really catch people off guard. Like so. You can even like get a pass for a teammate or something. If there's any intermediate people or advanced or pros in here that want to add anything to any of my tips, please do so. The more that we can share information, the easier it will be to learn. Anyway, you should be pretty comfortable with just kind of working on getting some front flips. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just leave them down in the comments. I will get back to every single comment that is left on this video. Okay. Anyway, here, when I'm going for like front flips or back flips, it's kind of good to know when to go for them. So there's a few good times to go for a flick, obviously. If you can see the opponent just diving in and challenging you, I just flick the ball kind of right away just to let them know, hey, I can flick the ball, you know? I can do this thing. And sometimes it'll give you a little bit more space to set up the flick. If you either boom it away really quick once they do their fake challenge, or if they start the challenge, you just really quickly get a flick. You can also go for like fakes and then catch it again and then go for it. That'll get people sometimes, but positionally on the field, I feel like a front flip flick is pretty okay no matter where you are. The closer you get to their net while keeping visual contact on them, it's going to be easier to score just because it's more likely the ball is going to be going into the net the closer you are to their net, unless you be in the crossbar. But we're not getting into Athena flicks today. That's going to be another video. With backflip flicks, personally, I like to throw one in after a front flip flick. Man, yeah, I really need to work on these. Yeah, wow. But I like to be closer to their net, and like after doing a few normal flicks, then I do a backflip flick. That way, it'll kind of go backward like this. They might flip in and try and get a save. They might mess up. They might just dive at you because they're used to your normal flicks. But sometimes these will really throw people off, and they'll just go flying behind you, and then you have an open net, and it's easy. If you are finding yourself struggling with either of these flicks, just pay attention to where your nose is here. Maybe try holding jump a little bit longer. sometimes I will tilt my my butt forward for a little bit longer before actually going for the flip itself. That's especially true with the backflip flick that I do. I tilt my nose back and then normally go for the flick. Obviously we missed there, but just by a little bit. Like so. This one reminds me of Nextobot. But yeah, see, I definitely need to work on my backflip flick, so that's probably what I'll be keeping an eye on myself. It's also good to like look at your flicks, like when you are missing, look at like why are you missing? What's causing me to miss this flick? I think for most of them, it's the ball's pretty far away from my car after I jump. Then you can ask yourself, well, why is that? And then the more you ask yourself these questions, the more you break down what you're doing right or wrong, the better off you'll be. It looks like I need to try and hold the ball maybe a little bit more back on the car. Let's see. Let's see here. Or just need to hold jump a little bit longer. Because then you can get a different kind of backflip flick there, you see? You learn more. When you ask yourself questions and just kind of experiment. Yeah, backflip flicks always have been very hard for me. Here's a good one. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good one. I hope training has been going well. It should be February at the time of this. I'm doing this series a little bit early, just that way I can make sure I have a backlog in case anything happens. February is my birthday after all, so it's gonna be a busy month for me. Make sure to try doing the flick at different speeds as well. Try it from like really slow. Man, yeah, I cannot do backflip flicks. And then do it at like faster speeds too. Try speeding it up, try slowing it down. Make sure you're just doing both. Make sure you're comfortable in both situations. Yeah, I need to hold jump longer for my backflips, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing wrong. And we're flipping when the ball's not settled either. Probably could tilt my nose back a little bit more too before the flick itself. That's a weird one. I like the backflip flick that sends the ball shooting forward. That's a really fun one. I'm obviously better at my front flip flicks than I am with my back flip flicks. There we go, that's a good one. With these ones, if you can read backwards, you can get a lot of easy open nets and 1v1s for this. Just wait for them to challenge, do a little backflip flick, and then catch up to the ball. I'm going to be working on my backflip flicks a little bit more than the front flip ones today. If you're struggling with one more or less, obviously you should probably do the same. There we go, that was a good one too. So tomorrow, if you're curious about what episode is going to be tomorrow, we'll be working on side flip flicks. And they look kind of like this. But that's all you get to see for now. We'll get into that tomorrow. No practicing it today. We'll do it tomorrow. Again, if you're a little bit better at flicks, maybe you can try and delay your flick just a little bit. You can also work on different flicks if you really want. But I think it's good to make sure you practice the basics every now and again. Like obviously me, I need to work on my backflip flicks. Really clearly. There we go, look at that one. I know what I'm going to be doing in my 1v1s on stream tomorrow. That is for sure. And hey, if you guys don't watch my streams, we stream on Twitch and YouTube Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So if you ever want to hang out, have any questions, pop in live. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. also good to practice from different angles onto the net. I know I didn't really mention it before, but I probably should have, but if you're like working on flicks from different angles, like from the left here, going into the right, also make sure you're working on this angle here, on the other side of the field. I know it doesn't seem like it's going to be that different, but it really is. It's weird. Just dribbling the ball at different angles like this is going to be beneficial to you. You're going to get cozy in both situations, so just make sure you're trying to shoot this from both sides of the net. This will be more important the further we get into flicks that have like different rotations of the nose, because you're going to want to make sure that you can flip your nose this way and then flip your nose this way, and you want to still be able to get a goal. We'll get you down backflip, and we'll get you down backflip flick. Nice, that was a good one too. Anyway guys, I really appreciate everyone popping in today. Hope you guys got some good little training in. Feel free to train a little bit longer if you want. Maybe refresh the video if you just want to be training along with someone. And happy training guys. Good luck, have fun out there. Stay safe, stay warm. And we'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace. Nice.